Years ago, I was living in Mission Viejo, California, and my roommate Jack and I decided we were going to go jogging. So we went out to do this little run. Now, I played sports in high school and that, so I'm familiar with running, but I never took track. I never went out for track, so I didn't know the nuances of running a race. I want to talk to you about that today in your morning cup of inspiration. Well, Jack and I decided to start jogging, and we were just talking and jogging as we were going, and then I'd pick up the pace a little bit, and then he'd pick up the pace a little bit, and we started, a little bit more of running a race instead of jogging, when finally we were starting to really go. And I thought, okay, I got to put some separation here between us, so I just took off. I just went off as hard as I could. And Jack's, I could see over my shoulder, he's just falling further behind. And I'm running it as hard as I can. And then finally it's like, whew, hit a wall. I gotta slow down here. I can just cruise on to the finish line. I'm gonna be fine. So I just slowed down and just started going back to a leisurely pace. And next thing I know, I hear footsteps. And I look over my shoulder and Jack is coming up so fast. He is just kicking it out. And I see that and I go, oh my God, I got to start running. So I just pick it up and start running as hard as I can. Only I had nothing left. My legs felt like jello. I couldn't move. He went flying past me and got to the finish line before I could even think twice. It was amazing. I said my legs were like jello. I had to finally stop and just walk the rest of the way. It's pretty smart, huh? You realize in running a race, you have to pace yourself. You pace yourself and then you want to finish strong at the end. You want to finish that same way in life too. Over in Philippians 3:14, the Apostle Paul said, I press toward the goal for the prize and the upward call of God in Christ Jesus. See, this reminds us that we need to keep going. We need to finish our race, even when it gets difficult. I mean, I could have kept going at that pace, at leisurely pace with him. It was leisurely compared to what I was trying to do by just blowing it out. Could have just went with that, and then we could have both did that final kick together, and then see what happens. But no, I had to just go at it full bore, and that's what happens with a lot of people. It happens with a lot of Christians. They become Christians, and they just dive right in, and they're going to save the world. But they're not ready for it. And they didn't pace themselves, and they're burned out by it. And the people have questions for them that they can't answer. And that's what happens a lot in our Christian life. So we have to grow with it. We have to keep in pace with it. And we need to finish strong. At the end of our life, we want to finish strong. A lot of us are getting around that age now where we want to finish strong when we think about it. In 2 Timothy 4:7, Paul said, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. See, no matter what stage of life you're in, you could be a young man, a young woman, you could be in your middle age, or you can be in the twilight years like I am. You can still finish strong, no matter where you're at in your walk with God. You can still finish strong. Hope that blesses you today. I look forward to seeing you again for another morning cup of inspiration. Have a wonderful day.